do you think it's fair to call it a polarizing draft for the Titans, Teresa? Because I have seen some outlets give them passing with flying colors grades. I have seen other outlets put them at the bottom of the draft class rankings. And your first round pick was JC Latham, but then 5 of their 7 picks are on the defensive side of the ball. Where do you stand in how the Titans fared last Thursday or over the weekend?
I think they filled needs, okay? And that's the thing. This team, with the last 2 years and all the injuries, they can't fix everything and fill everything in one off season. But they took a big step toward doing the thing that they had to, and that's protect Will Levis. You don't know what you've got in this young man. It's promising. I love some of the way too early drafts, having them in, picking 5th or maybe trading up. One of my colleagues had him trading up based on the BetMGM draft rankings for next year and saying they were going to take a quarterback and go get Carson Beck at Georgia. I'm sorry, JC Latham at Alabama. This man is massive, okay? Samaria Terry, if you remember from Memphis, yes. She's now here in Nashville. She did an interview with him on Friday and did a picture, and I shared that, where she put her hand up against JC Latham, 11-inch hands. This man is a physical beast, and apparently was one of the top scorers physical strength-wise down at Alabama, and they put out some big, powerful men down there, and they're going to put him at left tackle with Bill Callahan on the offensive line, and next to they took a left guard last year, Peter Skoronski at number 11, and then they signed Lloyd Cushenberry as a new center. So it's like from the middle to the left, they think they have hopefully fixed an offensive line that gave up 64 sacks last year. So I like it. I mean, big, monstrous man. And then their second pick was T'Vondre Sweat from Texas. I mean, between the two of them, it's like combined 700 pounds of human beings that, and the defensive coordinator was like, you build in the trenches. You got to control there. And JC Latham is going to help them protect Will Levis, open up. Remember, Tony Pollard signed with the Titans. Yep. He is now in the backfield with Tyjae Spears. And so, it's going to give Will Levis an extra second to find DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, and they're bringing in Tyler Boyd, who he knows very well from Cincinnati, Brian Callahan, that is, the new coach. So it's like, they had to fix the offensive line. JC Latham, offensive line isn't sexy. Everybody wants wide receivers because they're the skill players. But if your quarterback is on his back, he doesn't have time to find those guys.
Very sexy, because you know what they say about guys with big hands, Teresa. They have the ability to, even though they played primarily right tackle in college, make the transition to left tackle in the NFL. I am curious what the conversation has been. Yes, that's the cliche.
Yes, guys with big hands can play left tackle. Absolutely.
Change it up.
Can we throw the B-roll back up, Jacob? What's not sexy about a grown man moving another grown? Look at this. This is all. Look how far he's pushing these people. Look at that. That's 12 yards down the field.
That's ballet.
I'm so turned on right now watching these highlights. We take them off. Take it off the screen before I do. Look at that. That is sexy. He's planting people on their asses. Like, that is sexy to me. That is.
I agree. Can we all make a movement to make offensive line talk sexy again? Like, it really is.
I'm with you, CJ and Jess, because that's the thing. He's a physical wall there, pancaking guys. He's like a trailer,
Goosebumps.
Just moving these people down the field, and he's got the long arms. That was the knock against Peter Skoronski last year, right?
That he had the tiny arms.
He had tiny arms. That's not a problem with JC Latham, okay? And for all the talk about, the other thing that drove me nuts is like, you can't play left tackle. It's so tough. No, it's literally switching from one butt cheek to the other butt cheek. And with those hands and with those arms, he's just going to get his hands on people and move them into next year. What's not sexy about that?
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.